I truly appreciate time to the genuine ones with no malicious intentions. I truly hope that you continue to find peace within, regardless to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. My content is not for everyone. It's not, and that's okay. And I say that respectfully. Healing trauma and pain is not a race overnight process, but humanity, you're worthy. You didn't get discouraged because someone's lame ass conversations they had that day. They want you to be bent out of shape, becoming your worst enemy, but you understood your faith when you came to your hold on 1 second. The confidence you had to relate to yourself, to go within, to understand your boundaries when it came to growth, to understand what you just overcame when it came to that last testimony. You understood that hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to get lost in someone's words because they try to confuse me with chaos and confusion that don't disturb my peace. Hold on 1 second. They had to play with spoken in a toxic way, gang stalking me right to left. Only was I still elevated to understand my self-reflection that I am worthy of loving me, understanding patience and time when it came to find a peace within. I had to understand my mindset to heal the trauma and pain that was trying to discourage me because I knew I was worthy of choosing me. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. Never allow someone to make you feel like you gotta live in fear. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I'm Naya Gino Love Respect, and I am the original owner of Naya Gino Respect Content, and I say that respectfully. Who you fall from a hater, you're not operating out of hate or jealousy or envy. That energy is different. I would never regret having being a friend of someone at the end of the day when they put me in secret competition, only because I understood my position. I ain't have to take your kindness to weakness, but you had the trauma bond me to act like you was truly for me, only for me to realize I wasn't trying to overlook me. When I understood to remove myself to understand, hold on 1 second, I was worthy of change and growth, not allowing someone to verbally abuse me at the end of the day. You wore a mask so well with your hidden agendas. I'm not running from my past energy. It's different. I ain't have to project pain and trauma at the end of the day when it came to your mind games. It wasn't an even exchange. We try to project pain. You forgot to go with and actually love yourself, but your hidden agendas to hold on 1 second. Misery loves company. You couldn't disturb my peace. You had to go up with a good. You had to. You ever got lost in your own words because you were so confused? Hold on 1 second. You was being loyal to someone, but this whole entire time they was fake operating out of hate and jealousy and envy because they was never your friend because they had hidden agendas and not to see you elevate. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. When you a good friend to somebody, never allow them to make you feel like you're supposed to dim your light because at the end of the day, you was willing to understand. Hold on 1 second. I understood growth. I understood rotation when it came to my blessings. I understood why God would move me out of your life for all the right reasons. You sitting there telling us how you disturbed me. You sat there and told lies and said that you dismissed me. But that was never the case because God was in the room this whole entire time when it came to your one-sided mindset. I ain't running from my past when it comes to trauma and pain. Whatever elevation you're trying to do, I truly hope that you find peace within and truly actually mean what you say to love yourself the healthy way. I may not make sense to you, but I make sense to someone who got common since the end of the day. Because when you're a real friend, you don't discourage them, kick them down to see them frown, let them try to humiliate them at the end of the day. You know, loyalty, you got to be careful when you give certain folks that type of energy. I respect everybody, but hold on 1 second. I realized everybody wasn't supposed to be part of my journey. Never feel bad for being a good friend to somebody. You called them bro and sister, whatever the case may be. It didn't matter if you was blood related or not, but they had ill intentions that make you frown, all because of elevation, understand your growth. They put you in predicaments at the end of the day. They had to put a third party conversation within of a situation when they was never supposed to be part of a drama that was one sided anyway. It really be the train of thought for me. How when a third party walks in, they act like they want to get to know you, but they have hidden agendas. They try to sneak dish you, try to laugh at your pain, but it wasn't an even exchange because at the end of the day, you was being real this whole entire time, and you was never a lane. You was never a lane. They realize that hold on 1 second, misery truly loves company, and someone tried to disturb your peace. You fall from a fraud. You understood elevation when it came to your existence, being your authentic self. You gotta be wise when you use that word friend wisely. And I say that respectfully. I learned my lesson when it comes to my past. That's why I don't got nobody around me today. Because at the end of the day, I could say purple, green, or yellow at the end of the day. Damn, I was on that hospital bed. I know what I was going through when it came to trauma and pain. I ain't got a lot far from a fraud. You know, when someone can't control you verbally, emotionally, let alone try to play with stoic on you in a toxic way. Of course, they're going to try to make you feel you're supposed to move uncomfortably because they're not elevating the way they want to, because you know how to be authentic, original. You know, the like that garden store with you, you know, jealousy and envy was real, and you didn't have to have ill intentions to see your neighbor frown. You ever was one of those type of people, regardless of what you was going through, trials and tribulations, you wanted everybody around you to still win? It didn't matter if you came out that unhealthy relationship. It didn't matter if your moms and your pops didn't love you, let alone show up for you. When they was there for everybody else, and one thing you ain't got to do is tell a lie because you know what you've been through. When it came to that testimony, what you overcame, and only for you to realize, that, hold on one second, when the real people walk into your life, they're not trying to project that mindset on you because love is real. Love is true. Love is respectful. Hold on one second. I could be loyal to you. I ain't gotta put you in competition because I'm truly far from a hater. Everybody that just them ain't the same when it comes to likes and views, clout chasing. Hold on one second. I understood my point of view. I understood why certain doors in my life was closed for all the right reasons. I ain't reject myself another day. I'm only getting patient when time and change when it comes to growth. You know, better in my craft, something that you can relate to. So my hold on one second. I gave you that. I gave you that. I gave you the idea. That's why you elevating today. Hold on one second. No disrespect. No, you didn't. God installed that within me. That's how I elevate at the end of the day. I'm far from a copycat, but you try to take my name from me like a bad heart attack. And I wasn't trying to catch a case, let alone be on my way to the ER to understand that, hold on one second, I didn't need to be revived another day because God was showing me my patience when it came to my grace, allowing me to believe in my faith, allowing me to believe in my faith. You ever got lost in your words and the folks that you was being loyal to, they put you in competition only to realize you was never the issue when it came to their drama? How it took a whole community to go against one person to badmouth an innocent person who understood growth, actually spoke loud in words. My past don't live my reality today. You know, because when the real people walk into your life, grown people, mature people, adults, real bosses at the end of the day, they had a past. They understood what they've been through, and they understood when a real person is actually elevating, understanding growth. Hold on one second. I understood an even exchange that, hold on one second, not everybody's haters at the end of the day. Don't let that bother you. Don't let it sweat you. Because you're doing good for yourself. Continue to elevate. They nothing but haters at the end of the day. We see what they doing. And we don't operate out of that type of life. We operate out of love and respect and seeing our neighbors truly elevate. We would never put you in competition because that's not our issue. At the end of the day, I got better things to worry about. You know, being an adult. No, it's a trade off with me. Never be wrong for being a friend to somebody. And never be wrong for being your authentic self to the wrong person. Because when you know how to be your authentic self to the wrong person, imagine when the right people walk into your life. They hear you, they respect you, they don't put you in secret competition. They ain't worried about your pockets at the end of the day to suck you at your conscience. The energy is different. And especially when the love is truly real. Everybody don't operate out of hate, let alone jealousy or envy. The energy is different. Folks be trying to badmouth you like a bad case. Talking about, hold on one second, I got documentations on you. I know that at the end of the day, you truly lying, but hold on one second, I'm far from a fraud. But God just showed me at the end of the day, he wasn't supposed to be part of my journey, and that's okay. Because when, you know, when God places certain individuals in your life, God shows you. That person will lie all day long, be like, oh no, I dismissed them. But that was never real. Because God showed you why God removed you from that situation. When someone tried to psych you at your conscience when it came to your free will, they sat there, called you stupid, slow, and retarded. They even try to plant things on you just so other individuals could look at you like, hold on one second, you are the problem. But that was never the case. How misery truly loves company, and someone will try to destroy your character. But hold on one second, you wasn't running from your past because you know I took accountability for your actions and being real at the end of the day. Hold on one second, that did not happen that day. Let's talk about facts at the end of the day. The he say, the she say, the math thing added up when it comes to lack of confidence. Oh, because you rather self-destruct someone. Oh, because you can't become your best self vision of yourself with your bad habits. It became the norm. This is the type of stuff that you do to people. You like to go back and forth with words to antagonize folks so you could so you could do stuff for likes and views, little clout chasing. Everybody don't operate out of that life. And I say that respectfully, when you knew how to treat somebody right. My content is not for everybody. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm Nia Gino, love respect. Have a safe year, week, weekend, let alone day. You matter, you're worthy. I am the original owner of Nia Gino Respect content, and I say that respectfully. You could do all the lies or whatever the case may be. My past do not live in my presence today. It don't. I know what happened when I went to that hospital. I know what happened when I moved from right to left. I saw what you was trying to do. You forgot to tell folks days when you couldn't see how someone truly was respecting you, showing up for you when you couldn't even relate to your own love language to go within. But you rather sneak this somebody like they were supposed to be missing and lost at the end of the day. Sugar my hold on 1 second. If it wasn't for me, this person wouldn't be this far in life. Are you stupid, slow, or retarded? No, disrespectfully. When people will be wanting to have part of what God installed within you, never get discouraged because God gave you that vision. Not nobody else but you. How folks say they don't want to be bothered with you or whatever the case may be. Cool, fine, and dandy. Why would you want to take credit for something that you had no parts in? And I say that respectfully. But then when it comes to third party conversations, because you're able to group up and go against one person because it's just one person that didn't need a lawyer that day to defend themselves, to actually mean what they say. They was keeping it real. Because you know what? When you do what you need to do for yourself, when you actually doing the actual healing, the inner work, actions speak louder than words. Because when the right people walk into your life, they hear you, they respect you, and they got ill intentions towards you because they know what they've been through. And they know how it feels for certain folks to try to play these mind manipulation games when you're trying to better you. And especially when you keep it real, certain folks don't like that love language at the end of the day, being real, regardless of the circumstances of the be. My content is not for everybody. Always be yourself. Never allow someone to make you feel like you're supposed to live in fear because you knew how to be a friend to somebody. And you call them sis and bro. Yeah, I didn't have to believe, yeah, I didn't have to be blood related or not. You know, when someone gets and goes into the hospital, or whatever the case may be, or things happen in someone's life, you that friend that was there, just because moments, you that friend that was there. Someone was going through depression stages. You was that person that was there. You never threw it in their face to bash them at the end of the day, to try to humiliate them, to disrespect them out loud, even when you was going through your trials and tribulations in life. They say real recognize real, but hold on 1 second. We all don't operate out of jealousy or hate or envy at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. It don't matter if you got a child or not. My content ain't for everybody. Misery loves company. It's kind of funny how it took a whole community to go against one person. I would hate for that to be your baby. Someone going against your child at the end of the day, because you truly know how it feels for someone to take a child their conscious when it comes to elevation. Hold on 1 second, not mine today. Just like you playing with a child of God that was moving accordingly when they came into your life after have ill intentions, but they just knew how to treat you right. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Never stop being a good friend because when the right people walk into your life, you know how to operate out of the light of not being a hater, let alone putting someone in the competition. You ain't out here energy harvesting off innocent people's energy, let alone playing with spoke in a toxic way, let alone trying to destiny swipe of folks, let alone you know how to be your authentic self. You ain't gotta be like nobody else. Folks be so inspired by you, but they rather disrespect you out loud and see you frown. I don't care what documentations that you have with me at the end of the day, but keep it real. It's a train of thought for me. I'm far from a fraud. You ever walked into someone's life and you just knew how to be your authentic self? And that's something they couldn't relate to because they had so much childhood trauma that was abusing a mental state so they can recognize that, hold on 1 second, you are worthy, I actually love you. They wore a picture, they wore this picture for so long when it came to this mask. They painted this picture when it came to this mask because of the fact that they childhood trauma didn't allow them to operate out of love. They always operate out of hate and jealousy and envy. And they didn't know how to break that curse within them when it came to a generation curse that was in their bloodline for so long. So when they see somebody that can be their authentic self and stand on their own with no help, because that innocent person wasn't looking for no handout. Because only if you knew what the light that God installed within that innocent person for elevation, hold on 1 second, growth looks good on you today. That person didn't have to play with spell work to become their best self, visit themselves. It was already in them. It wasn't the clothes that they was wearing, it was within them. Something that you couldn't take, something that you couldn't succeed to be was yourself. Never stop being a good friend because of a bad relationship from your past. Someone had controlling issues, and because they can't control you today verbally, they got to disrespect you. And they got to take a group of people to go against you. They bashed you all through the internet. They bashed you all through communities. If the shoe fit, I guess I'm talking about you. But I didn't say your name. But it just goes to show you at the end of the day, I wasn't trying to catch a case. That energy is different because God works in mysterious ways. How it took a whole community to go against one person, slave with this person, crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded. But did you not forget what I said that day? I'm trying to get my life together, and I meant what I said. I've been through too much trials and tribulations when it came to pain. I understood that unhealthy relationship. It truly wasn't for me. That's why I walked away. I stood in a relationship a little bit longer than I was supposed to. Yeah, I was a crash out, but hold on one second. I'm not that person today. I know how it feels to relapse off of life, but I'm not that person that today. Certain people actually mean what they say. Actions speak louder than words when they truly heal the go within. I'm not doing it for likes if you little cloud chasing. Neighbor, you mad and you're worthy. Never allow someone to dim your light because you choose you to operate out of love, not hate or animosity. My content is not for everybody. And it's sad and disturbing to see how when you know how to be a friend to somebody, how they pillow talk with the next person to send someone in your life to act like they were so invested in your time and day to gas like you act like they was gonna like you and stuff like that. And they just trying to hear what you had going on. And for them to hear what you had going on, never not one lie did you tell. You didn't tell one lie to this person. The enemy, the person became the enemy. They came into your life and you was keeping it real with them. You said, hold on one second. I wrote a book. I helped the community at the end of the day. That's what you actually was doing. That person may not know who you truly was, but God was truly protecting you. Only for you to realize to hold on one second. God just showed you that certain individuals are supposed to be part of your journey when it comes to elevation, when it comes to growth. You stood in that friendship a little bit too longer than you were supposed to, but you still left with your peace. They could try to blackmail you all day. Go to this celebrity, go to that tarot reader, go to that spiritual doctor, go to that person, go to that person. But someone still has confidence. You wanted to break somebody because someone broke you. Because someone broke you. You know, when someone says they getting their life together, actions speak louder than words. And when someone is not out here bashing people, when someone is not out here kicking their neighbor down, when someone is not out here playing with spell work, energy harvest, and trying to destiny swipe, they actually mean what they say. They actually healing. Then you gotta send individuals to lace somebody weed, lace somebody food, put poison in their food, all types of stuff. Like for real? And you not understanding how someone's still elevating. How it took a whole community to go against one person. Then third party starting to look in at hold on one second. I didn't understand that rotation because I didn't have no parts of that. Because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to my baby. Regardless of what I do in these streets at the end of the day, to go against my neighbor, I still wouldn't want nobody to do that to my baby. Some people actually mean what they say. They get their life together mentally for all the right reasons, not to reject themselves another day. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Art is beautiful. And nobody ever gave me the ideas when it comes to my creativity. I had certain folks behind fake pages trying to second my conscience when it came to my free will. But God showed me at the end of the day who you truly was. And I ain't got to point you out to be who you truly are at the end of the day. I ain't got to say your name. I don't. Because you know who you are. Oh, this is what you was talking about? You a joke. I'm far from the joke at the end of the day because I'm far from a fraud. I know what happened that day. I know what I experienced. I'm far from a fraud. Never allow someone to make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing you. When certain folks blackmail you, never get discouraged. And if I have to take a whole community to go against you, evidently you must be doing something right. You must be doing something right because the devil's going to be busy to try to suck you at your conscience when it comes to your free will. Something that God got in store for you, greatness. That energy is different because you understood patience. You understood that certain folks was supposed to be part of your journey. Yeah, you were popular alone, but hold on 1 second. All the right people will walk into your life when you least expect it and truly pray for you without ill intentions to show you at the end of the day you are worthy when it comes to growth because they've been through the trauma and pain as well. When it came to fake people, having hidden agendas, it's like about their conscience when it came to their free pockets, when it came to their pockets, when it came to their freedom and their pockets. You ever got lost in your words, but you understood, hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to hurt nobody. I was trying to better me when it came to time and change and growth to better my mental health. That energy is different. Of course, someone's going to deal with depression, anxiety, PTSD, and especially when it came to their upbringing. Have you ever heard I love you before from the person that was supposed to protect you, only to realize they never said it? It shouldn't have been no reason why you had to ask them, only for them to laugh in your face. It wasn't an even exchange, regardless to whoever say, oh no, that person is bugged out, they crazy. But they don't know what you truly endured before that person actually walked into your life. My content is not for everyone. You know how when everybody is there for everybody else to show love and respect or whatever the case may be? Now, one time did you lie? When it came to picking up the phone, it was one sided. The receiver at the end of the day was dead. It wasn't an even exchange when it came to feelings. Certain folks would rather just be in your business, see what you got going on. They didn't know how to show up for you, but they knew how to go to that person's housewarming, that person's birthday gathering. They knew how to show up to that person's hospital appointment or whatever the case may be. And people picked and choose when they showed up for you. But one thing you didn't have to do was lie. You didn't have to lie. You did not have to lie as to your experience. You've been blackmailed for so long, thinking this person is your folks at the end of the day, and only to find out they're not. You know the trauma behind that? And they sit to say you crazy, but they rather put you in a straight body jacket than actually love you. To understand that, hold on 1 second, you do matter and you are worthy. Imagine your folks sending certain individuals into your life to pay them. It's like you at your conscience when it comes to your free will. How they sat there and painted a picture. Hold on 1 second. I'm painting this picture to be something that's truly not. Somebody goes in and jumps somebody, beat them up, and only to find that, hold on 1 second. You mean to tell me that you was operating out of jealousy and envy? Or because of a couple of dollars, you try to psych them up their conscience when it comes to their free will? Or because someone left that baby something? This type of stuff does happen. It does. And that innocent person didn't have to lie. But of course, when they take a whole community to go against one person, that person's voice doesn't matter. My content is not for everybody. Never stop being who you are. Never stop having a good heart. Because when you have a good heart, all the right people will walk into your life. And they don't have time for energy harvesting off your energy. They don't have time to destiny swipe with you. They don't have time to play with Spoiler in a toxic way towards you. And they don't have time to put you in competition because they're not a hater. They have their own light within them that allows them to elevate to become their best self vision of themselves. And they had a past as well. And they not running from their past because they knew how to take accountability for their actions. So they understood that, hold on 1 second. Elevation looks good on you when it comes to confidence. Continue to become your best self vision of yourself. Don't worry about them pointless conversations. It's nothing but jealousy and envy at the end of the day. My content is not for everyone. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Certain individuals don't know the definition of a friend. A friend is someone who shows up just because moments. A friend shows up for you when you least expect it. When everybody else ain't nowhere to be found. Or that friend that shows up and you don't even have to call them. They on their way. I'm like, I was just thinking about you. Yeah, I'm here for you. You going through a heartbreak. I got your back. Here's some flowers. Here's some food. Your favorite at that. Here's something just because at the end of the day, it don't matter if you're going through depression, anxiety, PTSD, you having a good or bad day, that friend is there for you. But they always kick the one that's good to certain individuals down. You there for everybody else. Far from jealous at the end of the day. I just knew to play my role in your life. I didn't look at you like competition. I knew that you wasn't a hater at the moment, but only to realize you wasn't for me, and that's okay, neighbor. People get this word friendship. They don't know how to be friends nowadays. A friend is someone that you loyal to. A friend is somebody that shows up for you. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding days. Certain friends, certain people would never show the good light of somebody. Some people would just paint a picture of a false narrative just so individuals could look at certain people a certain way, like to go against them. And that person don't operate like that. They don't. They actually have a heart. They don't deal with certain folks for all these type of reasons right here. Some people be like, oh, I don't deal with certain individuals for certain reasons because you be having jealousy and envy in you. You don't want someone to elevate faster than you. You be out here disrespecting folks because they tie their shoe differently. You be playing with spoken in the toxic way for a chick to have beauty spells, dysfunctional skin type of stuff. You want the hair to fall out because you got long hair. You don't want someone to look at someone like they truly beautiful or handsome at the end of the day because you got ill intentions. Because you don't want someone to elevate. You would even try to you would even try to stop someone from getting a promotion, even if you had your way. This type of stuff does happen. A real friend, and I don't mean no disrespect. It don't matter how long you knew somebody. It don't. A real friend shows up and they fall from a hater. Days when you can't even understand your love language. That one particular person that you could count on that would show up for you. And it's like, dang, they truly just made the moment feel better. It was a memory that you was able to create with that friend. Even when you wasn't able to show up for them, they was there for you. And they never had to disrespect you or don't put you in competition. It was days where they wanted to pick up the phone and call you to see if you was okay, but they knew it was one sided because they was being a friend. But they had to realize that hold on 1 second. Friendship doesn't operate out of this. Friendship does not operate out of this type of life. It's not one sided. It's two people that show up for each other. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding. They don't matter if you got kids or not. People pick and choose who they want in their lives. But when a person's kindness gets taken for weakness and they understood their boundaries to walk away, they just have self growth and just matured to realize at the end of the day, I can't hold myself back and worry about someone not showing up for me when I'm willing to choose them. Because when the right people show up for you, they show up for you good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. They even just pick up the phone and just hear your voice. Hold on 1 second, I'm on my way. Did you eat today? Are you feeling a little under the weather? Do you need me to bring some medicine for you? What happened? You want me to bring your favorite book or two? I ain't got excuse you need house products. Matter of fact, I'll come over there and clean your crib for you. Real friends will sit by your side, by the hospital bed, make sure that you straight. It's the doctors doing everything they need to do. Real friends don't discourage you, don't kick you down. They don't try to humiliate you at your vulnerable moments in life. They don't. Real friends don't do that. Real friends don't humiliate you at your most vulnerable moments, or let alone real friends don't plot shitty ass draws and say it was yours. And I say that respectfully. Trying to blackmail somebody so certain folks can't look at them the same at the end of the day when an innocent person have hidden agendas. They just knew how to respect you when you was going through pain. This type of stuff became the norm, going against an innocent person because someone knew how to be real, something that you couldn't relate to. Because you had so much childhood trauma, causing all this chaos and confusion, disturb the peace at the end of the day, or because someone understood an even exchange. It was far from a hater. My content is not for everyone. It's not. A lot of females and dudes don't know how to be friends. They don't. Real friends do not kick you down when you're down. They don't. Call you stupid, slow, and retarded. You dumb bitch. You wait shait. You get the f out of here. I'm gonna paint you out to be whoever I want you to be at the end of the day. And ain't nobody gonna effing believe you. Yeah, I took a whole community to go against you. So you won't understand elevation. Because I'm in competition with you. Yeah, I told motherfuckers at the end of the day, I gave you the idea of becoming your best self vision of yourself, and I lied on you. This type of stuff happens. How someone would sit there and say, "Oh, I dismissed them as a friend." No, you didn't. I walked away. I don't got no reason to lie on you in no shape or form. I said I had a good day. I never turned back because God showed me who you was. Always be yourself. Just because you was a good friend to the wrong person, you'll be a good friend to the right person when they come into your life. And I say that respectfully because they will meet you halfway because they done had a good unfair share hands of overflowing certain people cups. And it didn't matter about it wasn't about them being vulnerable. Someone was just being authentic. Someone actually had a heart. And when you have a heart, you just operate differently. You know how to respect somebody and be loyal to them. You start to treat them like family. It don't matter if your family is around or not at the end of the day. Everybody don't operate out of the same light. They don't. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. That is okay. Some individuals don't know how to be a friend. And I say this respectfully. If someone sits there and call you slow, stupid, and retarded, leave them alone. Don't allow yourself to be around someone longer than what you're supposed to. And I say that respectfully. You know, the verbal abuse. You may have been at your low vibrational stages in your life, but you are worthy and you allow yourself to walk away for all the right reasons because friends don't do that. Friends don't kick you down and bully you when you're trying to pick yourself up. It don't matter how much documentation they have on you at the end of the day. You know what you endured that day. You know what you experienced that day, and you're far from a fraud. Regardless of how they try to humiliate you, you was able to be your most vulnerable self with somebody only for them to kick you down. You was able to be your most vulnerable self when someone only wanted to trauma bond you because this is what they do to people. It became their norm. They like to antagonize people to do them wrong. When they feel like they're done with you, this is what they try to do to try to humiliate you, to paint you out to be the villain in their story. But you wasn't trying to catch a case. That energy is different. My content is not for everyone. I'm far from a fraud. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. My content is not for everyone. It's not. How folks would try to play certain frequencies as you trying to talk to your neighbor. They be trying to make you feel like you're not supposed to elevate. They try to play with spoken in a toxic way. Or because you understood your growth when it came to your faith. They sit there and disrespect you out loud, talking about are you truly protected by the God? And only for you to realize that hold on 1 second, they try to second your conscience, all because you know how to be your authentic self. And jealousy and envy is real. How it took a whole group of people to go against one person because someone truly believed in their faith. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Jealousy and envy is real. And when you remove yourself from certain individuals out of their life and you didn't turn back for all the right reasons because they can't control you, because that's what they are. They're a controlling person. They like to control people because you do have people like that, that you get into friendships and people like to control you. People do stuff like that. When you at your low vibrational energy in your life during your journey, and you realize that hold on 1 second, I stood in that relationship a little bit too longer than I was supposed to. I was around them folks a little bit too longer than I was supposed to. I was being a good person to all the wrong people. But hold on 1 second, all the right people chose me. I could take accountability for what I experienced and what I endured, but I'm not going to allow that to happen moving forward in my journey. When you understand growth and you understand that you are worthy of the right people being around you, and it became the norm because that's what you saw when it came to relationships and friendships, that it was the norm, and you realize it didn't make you feel comfortable. It made you feel it made it something, it bothered something in your spirit, and you say, you know what, I'm not worthy of that. Like I'm worthy of more. I'm worthy of someone treating me right. I'm worthy of someone respecting me. The same way I give respect, I deserve that back. Not when someone wants to pick and choose when they want to bully me. Not when someone picks and chooses when they're trying to try to control the narrative of me. This type of stuff happens every single day, and I'm not embarrassed or humiliated at the end of the day because it's called growth. It is. Just because you overflowed someone cup and they couldn't meet you halfway, when the right people walk into your life, they're gonna overflow your cup. They're not gonna miss your birthdays. They're not gonna miss just because moments, or they at work. They got a couple of seconds. I was just checking on you real quick. I just wanted to say hi. I ain't trying to hold you up. That's it. That's all it took was 60 seconds. I remember someone said to me, they said, "Why you stop texting me? Why you stop calling me?" Because I said the friendship is a two-way street, and they didn't understand it at first. Because when you overflow someone's cup so much and you're showing up for someone so much, it's like, damn, when you gonna choose me? It doesn't matter if you have children or not, and I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form, because I'm far from a selfish person. But if you could be there for everybody else, you could be there for someone who's there for you too. My content is not for everybody, and never allow someone to make you feel like you're wrong for walking away. Never allow yourself to make yourself feel wrong because you chose boundaries when it came to growth. Because what's truly for you is not going to have an excuse why they can't show up for you. And I say that respectfully. If everybody could be a friend to everybody else but you wasn't the problem. You just understood at the end of the day, I'm worthy of the right people choosing me. My content is not for everybody. And when being real, a lot of people don't like that. And then they say that you're slow, stupid, and retarded because you're being real. Just like I said this, don't call me, don't call my phone between the certain hours of the day. Only call me between business hours. And someone took that out, whatever case may be. But when you in a friendship, y'all learn together. Y'all learn together. And when you're willing to learn together as friends, that energy is different. When someone wasn't taught something because of their upbringing, and when you have that real friend that come into your life to help you clean, to help you cook, or help you assist with certain things, that don't mean disrespect them because it's not your norm. And then you have your family members and stuff disrespecting your friend. How is that your friend? You should not allow nobody to disrespect your friend. Oh, y'all not blood related. Y'all not real brothers and sisters anyway. Blood didn't have to make us relatable. I understood to be relatable at the end of the day when it came to respecting my neighbor with no ill intentions. The energy is different, but I had to walk away to understand my boundaries when it came to my growth. How certain folks would have probably put their hands on me if I didn't walk away because the animosity and the jealousy was real. My content is not for everyone, and people do that when they see that you have potential within you. Then the next thing they will probably try to do is put their hands on you, and that's not how you operate. At the end of the day, you're far from being scary. Real friends don't put their hands on each other. They don't. Real friends do not kick each other down when they're down. My content is not for everyone. And real friends don't play with smoke on each other in a toxic way. Let alone try to energy harvest off their neighbor's energy. Or try to destiny swipe with them. Or let alone hurt animals or whatever the case may be to gain. Real friends don't operate like that. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. You sitting there talking about I can't stand that bitchy because because he and she could keep it real with you. Something that you couldn't relate to because you're so miserable. My content is not for everybody. Never stop being a good friend because when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they respect you, and they're not overlooking you. They're not. And you may not have experienced a bond where it was strong, but when you least expect it, the right person gonna come into your life not to do you wrong. And a real friend doesn't send a third party into your life to humiliate you and to embarrass you, to disrespect you. And I say that respectfully. Or to sit there and say, oh, you like to walk away from people, huh? But you don't know what someone is mentally going through or what someone went through in their past. You even give someone time and day to actually know what was going on. But being that you had the group against one person, only to realize the person was never lying this whole entire time when it came to their existence, who they said they was that day. My content is not for everybody. This type of stuff happens. How someone will trauma bond you and act like they're your friend, and then they will send a third party into your life to have hidden agendas to go against you, to humiliate you, to disrespect you out loud. This type of stuff happens. And it's not the norm. That's not friendships. That's not a friend. That's not. If someone could sit there and embarrass you, they was never for you. And I say that respectfully. If someone got to put you in competition, they was never for you. If someone was jealous or envious of you, they was never for you. And especially when you're not out here destiny swiping, energy harvesting off innocent people's energy, you ain't out here playing with sport in a toxic way. You're not out here wishing bad on nobody. You want them to still elevate. You even put people on game when it came to hold on 1 second, becoming their best self vision of themselves, but they would never give you the credit that is due. But God saw everything. God saw everything. You know, when someone actually means what they say and say what they mean, I had a past and I'm changing for the better. I'm just trying to get me right. It don't matter who sees it or not, because when the right people walk into your life, they respect you for who you truly are, and they're not going to get you set up to be get put in jail. They're not going to set you up to get put in a mental institution with a doctor's prescription. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. A friend is not going to do that. You never said you was going to hurt yourself. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. That unhealthy relationship, it didn't work out. Fine and Danny, it did not work out. You was in it longer than what you were supposed to. They tried to humiliate you about that, but you still chose you at the end. You walked away. You never turned back. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You continue to move forward. The light that God installed with you to be authentic. Something that they couldn't relate to was going within to love themselves. They was operating out of hate and jealousy and envy, but you didn't stop being you with a good heart. You matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. But never stop being a good person because someone didn't know how to be a good person to you, or they picked and choose how they wanted to verbally abuse you, physically abuse you, emotionally abuse you. The definition of friend, it's not abuse. It's not. The definition of friend, it's not kicking someone down when they trying to get up. I'm not aging you, love, respect. Have a safe year, week, love on day, weekend. You matter, you're worthy. God is not for sale. My soul ain't for sale, and I would never hurt myself. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself and no malicious intentions. I'm not your love respect. I don't run from my past, and I'm far from a fraud. And I say that respectfully. You could blackmail me all day long, but God works in mysterious ways. You're gonna say, "Oh, well, I'm beating your ass right now. Where's your God at now? I'm doing this to you right now. Where's your God at right now? I just lied on you. Where's your God at right now? Yeah, I took a whole community to go against you. Where's your God at right now? I don't walk in fear. I walk by faith. Never stop being yourself because someone shortchanged you, even when you work. Never stop being yourself. I'm not aging your love respect. Thank you for your time. It's not a crime to be real, especially with no hidden agendas, especially when you're not running from your past. They would never understand even exchange what it took for you to love yourself today. You're mad and you're worthy. Growth is looking good on you when it comes to confidence. Have a good day. I'm not aging love respect. Peace and respect, some respect. Today, when you fall from the head, hold on 1 second. Neighbor. Elevation looks good on you. I'm not aging love respect. Today is currently March 9, 2025. Even if I explain this to a lawyer, they would never believe me anyway. And I say that respectfully. How can I possibly tell a lawyer that someone that I was a friend to, is jealous and envy of me, and they trying to blackmail me? They're not gonna believe me. They're going to just look at it at the end of the day. Just choose your friends wisely next time when you wasn't trying to catch a case. That energy is different. That's the word of advice. That's what they would truly say. I'm far from a fraud. And nobody ever gave me ideas when it comes to my creativity. When I started doing my content, I was in a stage in my life where I just wanted to better me. So I know one day someone will believe me. And I'm very so much thankful that I have certain individuals that I don't even know that do believe me. And thank you. You don't have to be subscribed to my channel for me to know at the end of the day you're showing love to me. Trust and believe God is showing me and reveals to me who you are. Trust and believe that. And I continue to hope I just hope and continue that you continue to find peace within and you continue to do your healing journey as well. And you matter and you're worthy. And my content ain't for everybody. To the genuine ones, I say this respectfully, you have a good remaining day. When a real person ain't gotta gang stalk somebody, when a real person ain't gotta they ain't gotta go to this person, go to that person just to humiliate somebody. Like, for what? My content ain't for everybody, and that's okay. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm Nigel, love respect. Always be yourself. Being a friend, it's not difficult, but people make it difficult at the end of the day because they never knew how to be real in the first place. Thank you for your time. Peace and respect to your neighbor. I gotta go. Don't dim your light. Stop the violence. I'm Nigel, love respect. Thank you for your time. Far from a copycat.